Welcome to the Rusted Garden Homestead. Today I'm going to talk about planting vegetables in the fall or for fall gardening. If I could only pick 3 crops that I would grow in the fall, it would be lettuces. In this case it's going to be salad bowl red. Radishes, this is the Roxanne radish. I've been growing these radishes to about this size. They get huge and it's an All-America Selections winner. And I would grow peas, and I'm growing snow peas and I'm growing sugar snap peas. And just FYI, sugar snap peas are the plump pods that you can eat the pod in the peas. Snow peas are typically the flat pods that you might find, say, in Chinese cooking. I'm not going to fertilize the ground. There's plenty of fertilizer in here. Peas actually fix their own nitrogen. They're not going to need a whole lot. The lettuces, I like to feed a water-soluble fertilizer with nitrogen, usually fish emulsion. And radishes, you don't want to give them a lot of fertilizer because sometimes that causes them just to grow leaves and not develop a root. My secret for radishes is using worm castings. I use Vermisterra worm castings. I highly recommend them. I am affiliated with them. The N, P, and K in worm castings is perfect for radishes. It's just a 0.6, a 0.7, and a 0.2. I will put a coupon code up if you want to go to their site and purchase some castings or worm tea. I love this product because pound for pound you get worm castings. You just don't get a lot of filler compost and other things like that. You get the worm castings. Worm castings will provide a low N, P, and K. They also provide growth hormones and other beneficial bacteria, and I'll show you how I use that. So the first thing you want to do is just go through the ground and loosen it to about 4 inches deep. Weed it, of course, and you would take that all the way across to, you know, where you're going to put the peas in. In my case, they're going to be over there. You want to make sure you plant with a plan. So my son comes up on this side in the morning, comes behind me, and tracks all the way across to here. It's the evening, so most of the sun stays about here. You don't want to put peas here because they're going to cast a shadow down onto your other crops. So put the taller crops out to the side where they're going to cast a shadow, just like my shadow is right there, into the walkway or away from the other plants. So let me get to turning the ground and we'll get to planting. So the soil's been loosened. I'm going to drop some bamboo stakes into the ground for the peas to trellis up. You can also use tree branches. For peas for the fall, you want at least 60 to 75 days of good growing weather. They love the cool weather. They can take a light frost. If, for example, you're not sure, I recommend go ahead and plant your peas because even if they don't get to full pods, you can actually eat the tendrils. And I'll talk about that as I show you future videos on these, on the plants that I'm planting today. So for peas, about a ½ inch every 1 inch. The soil's very dry, so we'll press them in a little bit. But I would just go down and make holes about 1 inch apart, ½ inch deep, and I would continue over there. When I come to the radishes, I'm going to plant those right in there. First I want to show you, if you have any basil and it's kind of spent because the heat has come, you can cut it back. So I cut this back. You can see that it's starting to grow again. This was basil that was cut back. So you don't necessarily always have to replant seed. You can cut your basil back and it will start to grow again. So here in the radish area, like I said, I like to put down the worm castings. I just take a handful and sprinkle it around just like that. I would do the whole general area. Not going to mix it in right now. I'll mix it in when I cover up the radishes. Now, the radishes that I'm growing get to about this size, so you want to kind of eyeball it. You need to go at least 2 inches apart, maybe 3 inches. And one of the tips for growing good-sized radishes is not to overcrowd them. And I would just go through and do about every 2 inches a hole, not quite a ½ inch deep. I've done plenty of videos. If you're a 1/4 inch deep, ½ inch deep, it'll be perfectly fine. When we get to the lettuce, we're just gonna sow a row just like this and drop them in. Let me finish this up and we'll get to the seeds. So the lettuce rows are in, and I'm not going to show you how I drop the seeds. That's kind of boring, but I'm going to show you the seeds in there. So about every 1/4 inch to ½ inch there is a lettuce seed, and I basically took a pinch and just dropped them down that way. These aren't going to be grown to full size. They'll get about this tall. I'll cut them, leave the roots in, and they will keep coming back until a hard frost takes them. Your fall weather crops don't mind a frost. Lettuce leaves can actually freeze. When you're doing lettuce in the garden, leave a space And then the radishes are right here. Leave a space so birds can come in and they can kind of pick at snails and other problematic insects. In the past I used to just sow a lot of lettuce, but found it all comes up and then mixed in there are snails and slugs and it becomes a problem. So you're just going to make a row about 1/2 inch deep. We'll cover it up in a second and then we'll come back and water it. No fertilizer there. Subscribe to the channel. I'll show you how I feed these with the water soluble fertilizer. The radishes, again, about 1/2 inch deep. And you can see I dropped 2 radishes, oh there's 3 in that one, per hole. And I want it 2 inches across, 2 inches wide. That's for larger sized radishes. And this will be wave 1. I've started other cool weather crops in flats. I'll link that video as I mentioned. And the reason you do that is because maybe your cucumbers are still growing and you can't put your cool weather crops in yet. So you get them started in flats. Lettuce can be started in flats and seed cells. Radishes should be direct sown. And so I just wanted to cut in, these are fall weather crops. There's 10 different ones, but if I could only pick 3, it'd be radishes, peas, and lettuces. About 4 or 5 days, the arugula is already up. The beets are starting to poke through. The kohlrabi is starting to come up. You can see a little bit of red right in there. But they germinate really quickly, and I'll again link the video. You can check out the whole video. But when you're starting in flats, you don't want them to be up where the full sun hits them the whole day. They're not going to germinate, or they'll germinate, they'll dry out, they'll die. You want to keep them mostly in a shady area, and a video will explain that. But these are going to be ready to pop into my containers in different places of the garden when the other crops from the summer are ready to be pulled out. In the peas, about a 1-inch hole. Some places is a little bit wider, that's probably 2 inches. About 1 inch, 2 pea seeds per, and cover them up. And you want to make sure these get down about a 1/2 inch. So I will go through, press all these in, we'll cover it up, drop the stakes, and we'll water. And then I'll show you how to plant these in a container garden. So I press them down, press the pea seeds down to about a 1/2 inch deep, and that's all you're going to do. Cover them up. When you're coming to the radishes, you'll be mixing the worm castings across the top, and then same thing coming over here for the lettuces. That's all you have to do to get them planted. All right, let me go water these. So once you have them planted, you definitely want to water them in. My nozzle broke, but you could just do it this way. And you want to give them a good soaking. Because it's still summer and these are cool weather crops, the ground's going to dry out pretty quickly. So you probably want to water these every 2 days or so, 3 days if you get some rain. They like upper 40 degree, 50 degree nights. They love 60 degree days, lower 70 degree days. They really like the cool weather. But I would recommend getting them in now. So you want to really soak everything in, especially the peas. And then I dropped in 4 poles right there. I will take some jute, some string, and just put it across one side to the other and make X's going all the way up, and that will be plenty of support for the peas when they start to come in. But I do recommend get some in the ground, keep a journal, write down when you put them in case maybe you start too early and it's too hot and they don't do well. You'll know, just mark it down. So let's go over to the containers and I'll show you how to plant peas in there. So in containers, I'm not going to plant them as densely as I did in the ground. I'll show you what that is, how I plant them in a second. This is a 17-gallon container, nice size. I have the trellising already set up. That's just metal, basically fencing that you can drop either on the inside if you don't fill it up like I did over there. You can see I made that one afterwards, and the fencing is on the inside of the container. The dirt holds it in place. This one I filled up with dirt first, so the fencing had to go on the outside, and it's supported by a bamboo stake. You could do it either way. Now for peas, because they fix their own nitrogen, I'm not adding any fertilizer to this. Subscribe to the channel. I'll be doing more fall planting, and we'll be fixing this up with organic fertilizer. So this is about every 2 inches, and it's just 1 seed, and I'm just pressing it down about a 1/2 inch. Those are my dogs barking. They want their dinner. I just got back from work and trying to get this video in. About a 1/2 inch deep. I've already watered and soaked the soil. You could water in again, but that's plenty of peas to fill up half of this container, and it'll be a wonderful harvest. Again, you need about 60 to 75 days, before your hard frosts come in. If you want to go to my seed shop at therustedgarden.com, I have a lot of sales going on. Just keyword search fall garden, one word, and you can find 7 packs of seeds for $6.50. I have 3 sets set up. So it's 3 sets of 7 packs of seeds in each, all for the fall garden. You can pick what you like, and they're all under $7. Hope you enjoyed the video. And again, please check out my seed shop, subscribe to the channel. We'll be doing fall gardening all the way through October to when we start planting garlic. Thanks for watching.